So here we are left with really the clash of the Titans as far as the PNW tournament scene goes. Um, there's a lot, obviously they've played each other innumerable times and they're training partners for a long time as well. So not only do they know the ins and outs of the matchup to an extraordinary degree, but they also have a lot of joking around with each other about how each of their characters is broken as hell. Um, they do typically have a lot of good banter during and after the set with each other. So here we go. We've got Ellie in winners, Tickle in losers. So Ellie only needs to win 3 out of 5. Tickle gets sandwiched between Zato and Eddie pretty quickly. Ellie's out of Zato meter, but that meter tends to refill pretty quickly, and so Ellie already has it back. But now Tickle gets to play offense, only for a short time. Ellie tried to end the round quickly, but Tickle took the initiative. Got the wall break, and now has pretty significant advantage in meter. The OTG wasn't there. One thing is that both of these characters have really strong 6Ps, and oh wow, yeah, that allowed Tickle to kill. Living on the magic pixel. Not sure what Ellie tried to hit there, but got smacked by El Kabong there. Again, Tickle approaching with El Kabong. I guess since like 5H is also El Kabong, we can call it Air El Kabong. Ellie goes for the break in the law side switch, and the instant air JS. And of course, when I went in talking about how each character knows, the ins and outs of the matchup, Tickle obviously knows the points where Zato is vulnerable to YRC, and Zato knows how to attack the weak points in Ino's defense. The impressive thing about both of these two, as HCL kills Eddie, is that both players are really capable of turning rounds, like flipping them on their head on a dime, basically. As it looks like Tickle was going to get some momentum, and then Ellie just grabbed it right back and took game one. Blue Wild Assault sets up the complex block strings that Zato has. Gets pushed out enough that that 5H whiffed, but it was not. And it allowed Tickle to both get the hit and push all the way to the corner. Trade out of the corner and then a counter hit allows Zato to get out of the corner and side swap. Good lord, that was whiffs the command grab. And Tickle whiffs Megalomania. And because of Zato's flight, that allows him to easily navigate over all the projectiles, land, and get the punish. I remember I was labbing against Megalomania, and one of the kind of unique properties that super has is that if you make contact with Ino's model at some point, the projectiles actually will track to your character, even if you try to cross her up. So it's a very weird super to try to punish. But Tickle takes around here. We're evening it up 1 round apiece in game 2. 2K2D sets up Eddie shenanigans again. Pierce, Frog, Drunkard Shade to build a little bit of extra meter. Or either that or to create extra frames to act. That's a very interesting use of far slash, and yeah. Oh, got the burst, but did not get the punish afterwards. And that allows Tickle to survive with about 10% health. Gets a throw, and is going to build more meter. Ellie has full burst, though. Yep. So if Tickle gets a hit, there's going to be, the mind games of using the burst. Tickle tried to do as much of a burst safe route as possible, but Zato Jump P is an obnoxiously strong keep out button, and confirmed that into an Eddie. I believe that was Pierce on the ground. Ooh, that's 5H, massive counter hit to start game 3, and Ellie only needs to win this one game to take the tournament. Pierce, Tap Dust, Frog. You know, the funny thing is when they announced that Zato was getting buffs in the most recent patch, I believe Tickle said something to the effect of congratulations to Ellie for winning every tournament from here on out. That hasn't come to fruition, but a lot of times Tickle had gotten the better of Ellie in tournament sets. You know, when it comes to FGC, Tickle is by far the most decorated player in FGC. But these last few months, Ellie really has ended up getting the better of Tickle by and large, even here as well. So it is interesting to see how the two of them evolve over time. That was a quick game 3 to Tickle. You know, like I said, momentum can shift on a dime between these two. Oh, and again, El Kabong smacks him out of the air. And we're watching a very common Ino rerun in that combo. And did it again for the kill. So it appears that Tickle has figured something out. Gets anti-aired with Zato 5P and has to hold, the usual Zato shenanigans. Of course, oppose covered for the whiff command grab. And Ellie gets the burst. Not going to kill, but it's going to leave about 5 to 10% left of Tickle's health. One thing Tickle is really the master at is really getting HCL into something to follow it up. But gets IB'd and then throw punished for it. And Ellie's on tournament point. Look at how far that confirm was on that 2S. That is a very, very powerful confirm. That's 50% health off Tickle, and Tickle's got to do something to turn this around fast. But Ino's effective wall break range is very strong. Actually, it really is for both of these characters. They really get some surprising conversions that you really wouldn't expect when they're making good use of their resources. Gold burst from Tickle on. Oh, and that's so tough to deal with because you see the startup frames of the air button, and you want to block high, but it lands before those active frames comes out, and then really you can go either low or throw, and oftentimes it's gonna land a hit somehow. And in essence, it's kind of using your own reactions against you. So it's 2-2. Tickle stays alive, but again, ate a very heavy combo from Zato, and now he's gonna get wall broken. Very nearly a perfect. And again, it's a second match point for Ellie. Actually, I believe it's the third match point. I might have been wrong on that front. Yeah, Tickle stays relatively safe with the interesting use of BRC to try to catch something, but Tickle didn't bite, so didn't get caught in the bubble for it. Good block on the tap dust. Oh wow, I could barely even see what Tickle was doing to get caught. Now is in a very difficult situation. Ellie may be able to just barely got the burst back, and that will be the kill. All right, that is 3-2 to Ellie. Congratulations to Ellie, the BSB 15 Strive champion.
That whole last 3 seconds will not be allowed in 2 weeks. Will not be what? It will not be allowed in 2 weeks.
That's a good point that Scythe makes in the background. Wild Assault has been found dead in Miami, or at least it will be in about 2 weeks or so. Strive community, by and large, rejoices. It's 2.0. It's a new horizon that's going to happen, very, very soon. I think there's a lot of hope that everything is going to be on the up and up, that the game is going to continue to improve, and that we're going to continue to enjoy playing it for a long time. So I think that'll be it for us here on the tournament. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a good night.